Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Washington football team. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Dolgala. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Washington 7, Patriots nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Throwing Jones. And it's incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Meanwhile, Jones' throw going into the hands of Williams.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now they try the right side here. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Throwing on 1st down. Jones. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Now Dogala.
And that is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson.
And Carson unable to make it to the yellow line as the defense bottles him up.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flushed out right. Trying to get it to Harvin, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
Throwing is Dogala.
And he finds Howard complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league, and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there, and it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll set up to throw.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And Washington has taken the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Jones throw taken in by Samuel.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Washington on 3rd down.
Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down again. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Pulled in at the 24.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl.
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Williams brings it in.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side, complete. That's Henry. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Throw left side, complete to Harry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Off the play fake. Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Jones, a final shot before break. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Very short kick taken right at the 20.
Washington takes over 1st and 10.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Back to throw. Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a handoff looking right.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Jones will sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Dolgala.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there for the Patriots.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Throwing Jones. And he's got it. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Jones keeps it himself. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Mac Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Jones. Completes it to Samuel. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there for the Patriots.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Here's a sneak with Jones. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Patriots look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Now Dogala.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase